Hey guys, welcome to 80-Day Obsession Prep. We're just going to call this a prep video. So typically when you join a challenge group with me, I put you in a foundational prep week group where each day I give you a little information about getting started. And with 80-Day Obsession, I just decided I'm going to make a little bit of a longer video. I'm going to go through everything that I think you need to know in order to be successful. And this way, because 80-Day Obsession is such a long program, I feel like I'm going to have people starting at all different places. And so I don't want to always be like, well, you can't start yet because I have a group on day 40 and you're on day 1. So I figure with this, I can send this to whoever signs up. They can get prepped and ready to go. And then I'll just add them to the group. And so that's the first thing I want you to know. If you are starting and I add you into the group and you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so's on day 63 and so-and-so's on day 27 or whatever, that's okay. You can still use the encouragement. You can still ask questions. It will be a community where you can see other people finishing and cheer them on, and they'll cheer you on. So it's not so much about everybody has to be on the same day at the same time. It's just really difficult with a program that lasts 80 days, but really I think it works out to more like 94 days because they do not count Sundays as your days. So today I am going to give you all the information I think you need to know in order to get started. And then at the end, if you still have some questions, which more than likely you will, and that's totally fine, you can just reach out to me and ask them. So what do we do first? All right, so hopefully you get your package in the mail. You have access to Beachbody On Demand. You're going to go to Beachbody On Demand and you are going to click on 80-Day Obsession. I'm going to screen share with you guys for just a minute because I want to show you guys exactly what you will be able to do. So let me get to it. All right, here we go. Nope, you don't need to see that. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. Be patient with me. Yes, desktop, share screen. Here we go. All right, now, here we go. Okay, so you're gonna go to Beachbody On Demand. When you get there, mine automatically is pulling up 80-Day Obsession first because that's the workout program I'm doing as well. And you'll click on 80-Day Obsession. And I just kind of want to show you guys a little bit about what is back here. The first thing you have is a 4-minute video about quick start tips. So you can for sure watch that. I would say watch quick start tips, and I would say also watch the eating plan tips. So you can go and it's just like 8 helpful tips for understanding time nutrition. I would definitely go there and check it out, okay? You're also going to see that you have program materials, right? Whoops, sorry, program materials. This is vital to your program. So you've got the 80-Day Obsession Starter Guide in a PDF form. I would click on that and I would print it out. So that is the first thing I would do. Then I would scroll down and I would go to calendar and tracking, and I would print out your workout calendar as well. That's all back here. I also printed out the tracker sheets. So those are, so I didn't print them all out at one time, but I went ahead and printed out phase 1. And basically, I'm going to show you guys what that is. It's just, it tells you the moves. This is total body core, phase 1, day 1. It tells you the moves, and you're going to record the weights that you used, the color of the resistance bands. She'll talk you through all of this in the workouts. But for me, I would go back and refer to these a lot throughout my workout. So like this workout you do on day 1, and then you come back and you do it again on day 7, I believe. So like you start on a Monday and then the following Monday you do total body core again. And I would pull this sheet out so I could see, well, what weights did I use last week? And it kind of would help me decide what weights to use this week. And the really cool thing is that by the end, the workouts change. The reps, they do things differently so you don't plateau. But by the end, when you do peak week, you can go back and see what you did on those workouts previously and see how much stronger you've gotten. So it's really cool. But anyways, all this is right here. I would print this out as well. Okay, I'm gonna close that out. So you've got all of that. There's a frequently asked questions area. There's also a music playlist that I kind of played around with a little bit. Spotify playlist, you could listen to those while you did total body core, booty, all of those things. So that's there as well. Okay, so in your starter guide, I'm gonna show you guys, you need to read the whole thing. It's only 8 pages. The first page is a picture of Autumn. She's going to talk about all the things, 6 easy steps to get started. So this is the very first thing you want to do. You need to print this. You need to take your before photos and measurements the day prior to your first workout. After you complete phase 1, do it again. After you complete phase 2, do it again. You're going to take your measurements, and right here it tells you exactly how to measure, and you can record it. You don't want to do it, I know, but I promise do it, because you won't believe how much your body is about to change. Also, at the end, you can submit your results to Beachbody On Demand. And right here, you submit it, and they send you a free 80-day obsession tank, which is so cool, right? You also get entered to win, to be in the Beachbody Challenge, and people win $500 every day. I need to submit my results. I haven't done that yet. So, okay, this is the good stuff. You ready? How do you know what to eat? All right, the first thing you have to do in order to know what to eat is you're gonna calculate your calorie target. Again, this is very well explained. So in phase 1, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your current weight, you're gonna stick it in here, you're gonna times it by 11, and that tells you how many calories your body needs in order to just be, okay, without workouts. Then you're going to calculate your maintenance. So they're estimating that you're going to burn 600 calories per workout. Now, if you have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch and you do your workout and it says you only burned 300 calories, first of all, Autumn talks a lot about that in the coach test group, and she tells you that those are just a baseline. They are not accurate. They are not accurate unless you have the kind that like wraps around your chest and monitors your heart rate that well. They really are not very accurate. So don't get hung up on that and be like, oh, I need to eat less because I didn't burn 600 calories. The other thing is they don't calculate after burn. So when you finish, your body is going to continue to burn calories throughout the day. You're going to be lifting. Your muscles are going to be burning calories, all of those things. So just trust the process, okay? I promise it works. So you take this number, your calorie baseline, you stick it in here, and you add 600 to it. This is going to tell you how many calories a day you would eat just to maintain your weight. If you don't want to lose weight, this number is the number you're going to use, okay? If you would like to drop some weight, then you stick this number, the maintenance calories, in this blank. You subtract 750, and this will tell you your calorie target, all right? This is for phase 1. At the end of phase 1, you're going to come back and do this again for phase 2 and phase 3, okay? Once you get your number, here are your calorie target plans, all right? So let's say your number was, I'll tell you guys what mine was when I first started. Hold on. Okay, my number was 1,940. So I fell right here in the middle of Plan C. Some people are like, well, what if my number is, 1,805 calories? I'm almost in Plan B. Autumn said, if your number falls in Plan C, I don't care if it's exactly 1,800, you eat Plan C, okay? So we're not going to cut calories because we're nervous that we're eating too many calories. And if your calorie is 2,100 exactly, then you're Plan D. Okay, so you stick whatever number it says, and you do not recalculate again until the end of phase 1. Well, Jackie, what if I lose weight? And now I am really in plan B. You do not recalculate until the end of the phase. Trust me, okay? All right, so whatever your calorie target is here, now you're gonna go get your eating plan. So I'm gonna show you where that is. Let's say your plan C. Then you will come right here to 80-Day Obsession Eating Plan C, and you need to print it out, okay? And it is going to explain exactly what to do. I'm going to highly encourage you to read through it. If the container system is brand new to you, each container stands for a type of food. So the green container is for vegetables, the purple container is for fruits, the red container is for proteins, yellow container is carbohydrates, blue container is healthy fats like avocado, cheese, orange container is seeds and dressing, and a teaspoon is oils and nut butters, okay? If you're in Plan C, right here, it's going to tell you how many of each container you need to get, or that you get to eat every single day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have done a lot of Beachbody container programs. I have never been allowed to eat as much food as I was allowed to eat in 80-Day Obsession. And you're going to probably think you're eating too much food. But trust me, guys, I lost 30 pounds eating in Plan C. And I was in Plan C for the whole program, and I still lost 30 pounds. So your body needs this food. And if you undereat, you're going to be frustrated with your results. You just need the food, trust me. All right, it also explains your timed nutrition. So this is, all of this, guys, you just need to give yourself some grace, okay? If you get, it's going to be overwhelming. It is a new way for eating. You just have to, you're going to have to plan, and you're going to do the best you can, okay? So when you get up, let's say, I always worked out in the morning. To me, that was just the most convenient. Your goal is to eat 60 to 90 minutes before your workout. The reason that she asks you to do that is because she wants you to eat. You need food before you do this kind of a workout, but she doesn't want you to eat and then work out straight away because you might get nauseous, okay? But maybe your work schedule is tough, and if you have a tough work schedule where you're like, I'd have to get up at 4 in the morning to eat my breakfast so that I could work out at 5 in the morning because my workout takes an hour, I'll be done at 6, and then I have to go to work. She addresses all of those things. You just do the best you can. So here's the cool thing. Your pre-workout meal is a vegetable, a protein, a carb, and a teaspoon. So my typical workout meal, and I still eat this every morning, I would eat two maple turkey sausage patties. That was my protein. I eat mini cucumbers. I fill up a green container of mini cucumbers as my vegetable. And I eat a half a cup of steel cut oats with a teaspoon of maple almond butter. I would add stevia to my oats and cinnamon to my oats. And that would be my pre-workout meal. And then about 30 minutes after I would eat my pre-workout meal, I would then take my Energize for my pre-workout energy. And then within 20 minutes to 30 minutes, I would start my workout. As soon as you finish your workout, you then would have your Beachbody Performance Recover and a fruit. Then within 1 to 2 hours of completing your workout, you have your post-workout meal, which is a green, a red, a yellow, and a teaspoon. For me, I would eat 2 eggs for my red. I would eat sweet potatoes, a yellow of sweet potatoes for my yellow, and I would have cherry tomatoes for my green. And I would cook my sweet potatoes in a teaspoon of Kerrygold grass-fed butter. I'm kind of a creature of habit, so it didn't bother me to eat similar things every day. Once I kind of figured out my flow, this was just what I did. The cool thing is that She says that meal option 1, if you find your pre-workout meal is too heavy or you're eating less than an hour before your workout, you can swap it with this meal, which is a great Shakeology meal. This is my Shakeology meal. So like if I had a meeting and I knew I had to be out of my house early and I wanted to get my workout done early, then I would typically drink my Shakeology. You can add a cup of spinach to it. I would add half a banana to it, and your almond milk, a cup of unsweetened almond milk counts as your teaspoon. So you could blend all of that together and drink that, and it's pretty light. You could work out less than an hour for sure, and you could swap these 2 meals. That is the only meal you can swap in your workout block. Then the rest of the day, you've got these other meal options, and you spread them out 2 to 3 hours, okay? So you just have to play with it. I can give you lots of suggestions. And then she even has like a meal plan example in every single eating plan. You can totally copy this if you want, but you don't have to. Every Sunday you get a rest day, and so you're not going to be taking your Beachbody Performance Recover or your Energize on those days. And so she shows you exactly what to do as far as how to do your Sundays. We're not going to worry about refeed day yet. That is not until phase 2. And you definitely don't need to worry about peak week yet, because that is not until the very final of your 80-day plans. But you've got all kinds of different workout block examples. Maybe you're going to work out early in the morning, but maybe you're not going to be able to work out till the afternoon. And maybe you can't work out till 6 o'clock at night. She gives you different ways to set your day up. So it's really helpful. All right, let me see. The other cool thing that you have here, so, you know, you've got all your different options for eating. You can print those out. The containers, if you're not sure about containers, there is the 80-day Obsession Container Food List. So if you're like, I still don't completely get the container system, right here is very handy. The green container, and it tells you all the vegetables. The food is listed. The foods on the top are the most nutritious. So she just wants you to know that like kale is a really great green container, and it's better to eat, you know, green leafy things more than counting something like white onion as your green container. So it's not off limits. It's just be aware that, you know, eating applesauce compared to eating berries is not as nutritious as, you know, eating like raspberries, blueberries, things like that. So this is all here as well. Again, you've got your refeed day, so you can, again, I would not worry about that yet. All of this is here. Okay. I am going to show you one other thing that is really cool in your Beachbody On Demand, and it's right here under nutrition. You will have this as a resource. It's called Fixate. Fixate is a cooking show that Autumn Calabrese has created with her brother, Bobby Calabrese, who's a chef. And you can watch all of these. It's super, super cool. They have meal prep, Fixate meal prep. You can come in here and it tells you exactly, you know, tips on how to prep your food. Super, super helpful. But the thing I wanted to show you is the recipes. You can come here to the recipes, and there's all kinds of different recipes: vegetarian, chicken, dinner, breakfast, snacks, all kinds of things. And they have just recently changed this up, so I'm still trying to figure out how this is all set up. So give me just a second, because it's not the way it used to be. Let me see. It used to be under program materials. Let me go back to that. I'm sorry. This, like, they literally just changed this yesterday. So I'm going to have to find all that. Really cool. They have 80-day obsession post-workout meals. So if you're still trying to figure out different options for your post-workout meals, that's right here. If you're trying to figure out options for your pre-workout meals, that's right here. They have refeed day. What is it and how does it work? Information on Shakeology. And this is just a really, really great resource. I need to find, I'm sorry, y'all. They have a place where you can go print out every single, let me see if it's here under recipes. I know I was just there. I apologize. All right, well, I'm gonna find that for you guys. I hate to just waste your time because I know I've kept you a long time already. But I will find it and send it to you guys. I know it's in here somewhere, but okay. I'm gonna stop my screen share. Okay, so what I did though, the Fixate show, so I just put a binder together. It's got my 80-day obsession eating plan. I put all that here. But in the Fixate eating section, they have recipes that you can print. So like this was something I used a lot. It's the quinoa and black bean salad. It's a great yellow. It also counts as a teaspoon. And I would make a batch of this up at the beginning of the week and use it as my yellow. But what I wanted to show you is that in these recipes, they have, if it's a good 80-day obsession recipe, it will have that. And down at the bottom, it says, this recipe works well with 80-day obsession. Make sure it works with your container count. So I printed off several different things. Chicken tinga tacos was a one I used a lot. The quinoa and black bean salad. What were some other ones that were really good that I used? Easy chicken noodle soup. Chicken stuffed bell peppers, pork tenderloin with pumpkin spiced apples, lemon garlic chicken with asparagus, cheesy steak skillet. These are all things that fit with the container count. Sweet potato and chicken wraps was a green, red, yellow, orange, and teaspoon. So play around with the Fixate area. You can print out different recipes. Okay, almost done, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Your metabolism is going to rev up. Autumn would talk about at night. You will, you might wake up sweating. Your workouts, you're going to sweat more than you've ever sweated before. It took me till, like, I'm not somebody who sweats very much. And then by phase 2, I would finish the workouts and I would just be drenched. It was crazy. And still, even now. So my metabolism just revved up so much, which is awesome. If you're not drinking the Performance line, that's okay. It's recommended to drink Energize and Recover. Those are the two big ones that they really recommend. But if you're not drinking that, it's okay. Your post-workout, they recommend that you drink Recover with some fruit. If you don't have Recover, then when you do your post-workout meal, you'll just move that purple to your post-workout meal. So you've got that option as well. And then the last thing I was going to talk to you guys about is your equipment. So you got 6 different bands. You should have gotten green, yellow, blue, and you'll notice that some are longer than others. They say if you need to lose more than 30 pounds, use the bigger ones. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't need to lose 30 pounds. Still, I probably could drop another 10, but I'm just a bigger girl. My weight, my comfortable weight is about 150. Right now, I weigh about 165. Really, anywhere in the 150s is a good weight for me. So I'd like to drop another 10 pounds, but I cannot fit these little bitty loops around my thighs. Just not happening. I'm a bigger girl. So I still use the bigger ones, okay? So just kind of figure it out. Give yourself some patience. The bands will frustrate the heck out of you when you first start. Just be patient. You'll get better about it, okay? And then the other thing is your sliders. So if you're on tile, you're gonna wanna put your black things on it. If you're on carpet, just play with it, honestly. Like sometimes I'm on carpet and I still use this because without the black things, these things are pretty slick. So just be patient with all of that. Okay, I have given you a ton of information to get started. I hope you took notes. You're gonna need a couple days to prepare. A lot of this is print it out, read through it, and learn, okay? It's a program that is going to change your life, and when you first start, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so much information. But I promise, after a week, like I still am eating on the Time Nutrition. I've already done one round of 80-Day Obsession. I'm in the second round of 80-Day Obsession. The Time Nutrition for me just worked really, really well. So it's going to be fantastic. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know what other kind of questions you may have. I'm definitely going to be sending you some things on how to make your shakes and just other little tips, things like that. But hopefully this will be enough to get you going. So congratulations, and I cannot wait to see your results. All right, guys, take care.